the day, let's take a look at how we can use the visual section tool to help us create geometry. So first of all, just as a reminder, the visual section tool is typically used when you want to create geometry from a cross-section. So if I were to move this slider, I can cross-section the solid model parallel to the current construction plane. And if I click this option called Add to Screen, that creates geometry at that cross-section. In fact, I can show you that if I select the solid model, then hit the letter B on the keyboard, you can see there's the geometry that was created. All right, that's great, but there's another way in which you can use the visual section tool. Let me explain. Let's say that I'd like to create some geometry on this face right here of the solid model. Well, it would be great if I could view that face in a perpendicular fashion, but I really can't do that right now because the rest of the solid model is getting in the way. But here's what I can do. I can head over to the lower left-hand corner, use our construction plane tools. I'm going to use the third option from the left, which will allow me to create a construction plane on the face that I click. So I'm going to left-click on that face, and once I do that, I have a construction plane created. Now when I use the visual section tool, that cross-section will be parallel to the current construction plane. So let's slide that right about there. Now that looks great. Now if I click this pin on the left-hand side, that's going to pin the cross-section view. So now I can rotate my view. I can zoom in and zoom out. In fact, I can hit the space bar once and then select this option called plane, and that will make my view perpendicular to the current construction plane. And on top of that, any geometry I create will be placed on that construction plane. Let's quickly create a circle. I'm not going to use dimensions. I'm just going to place it right about there. I think that looks great. And why don't we use our extrude cut command. Let's cut a hole right through there. That looks good. We're done now using the visual section tool, so I can close that down. That looks good. We can return our construction plane back to the default XY plane and close this out. And now you can see we've created some geometry on this face, and we're able to use the visual section tool to hide this portion of the solid model. All right, that's it for this tip of the day. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. And don't forget to click the subscribe button.